I'm gonna try us going live today on YouTube to see how that works. Right. So I was saying to you guys, just a little bit of mindset part of it, just a little bit of mindset, the, getting like opening up yourself for other people to see you and stuff like that. I'm gonna try us going live today on YouTube to see how that works. Right. So I was saying to you guys, just a little bit of mindset part of it, just a little bit of mindset, the, I realize there's a little bit of echo, getting like opening up so I gotta yourself how to do this for having other people to see you and stuff like that. I'm gonna try us going live today on YouTube to see how that works. Right. So I was saying to you guys, okay. So I'm gonna the mindset, the can you guys hear me okay? Okay. I realize there's a little bit of echo. Getting like opening up so I gotta yourself how to do this for I'm gonna pause that for a second because I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, but can you guys hear me? Just want to make sure you can hear me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm trying to go live on YouTube for these because we cover a lot of information every day, and so I just plan to start going live and sharing what we're doing because I don't ever remember to upload them anywhere. And so if we can go live directly to YouTube, then what will end up happening is that over some time people can just go back to the video and watch it, right? Plus, it's a good way to create content. And so I'm not sure if this thing is moving or not yet. Not really sure. I'm just going to have to figure it out afterwards. Right. Right. So I'm just going to do record to cloud at the same time. I'm not really sure if it's recording, if it's going live, but we're going to figure out as we go. Other people to see you and stuff like that. I'm going to try us going live today on YouTube to see how that works. Right. So I was saying to you guys, I'm just gonna So I'm gonna the mindset, not the. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Okay. I realize there's a little bit of. Are you guys hearing the feedback, or is it just me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear the feedback.
Okay. I'm gonna pause that. So I don't know how we're gonna do that for YouTube. Do I have to mute this?
Where do I look to see that I received the money?
Look at your Bitcoin wallet.
Bitcoin.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess it's still going, but it's muted. But if I do the muted part, YouTube, then what will end up happening is that over some time, people can just go back to the video and watch it, right? Plus, it's a good way to create content. And so I'm not sure if this thing is moving or not yet. Not really sure. I'm just going to have to figure it out afterwards. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to do record to cloud at the same time. So I'm not really sure if it's recording. It's casting live on YouTube. We're going to figure out feedback. There's feedback coming from here. I'm going to try us going live today on YouTube to see how that works. Right. So I was saying to you guys, I'm just going to move this. So I'm going to let me hop over to the charts. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, I can hear you. Are you guys hearing the feedback, or is it just me?
Yeah, we can
hear the feedback.
Okay. Did you guys just hear yourself say, yeah, we can hear the feedback? We'll do that for you. Okay. Do I have to mute this?
Where do I look to see that I received the money?
Look at your Bitcoin wallet. Okay. Let's see what we got going. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's still going, but it's muted. But if I do the muted part, YouTube, then what will end up happening is that over some time, people can just go back to the video and watch it, right? So maybe I got to. Plus, it's a good way to create content all the way down. Sure, if this thing is moving or not yet. Try to bring it all the way down and see it. All right. Well, today's the first day I'm trying to do it, and then I'll play it back afterwards to see how it came out, and I'll go from there. But what I was saying right before we came on into our call was that anytime you can, and I know this happens a lot, but it's just a little bit of mindset thing, right? And if you've been listening to that book that we talked about listening to, you hear some of these things, but some people don't like the sound of their own voice. Some people don't like how they look or whatever it is. And the truth of the matter is that the rest of the world isn't as concerned about. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So what I was saying is that truth of the matter is that so concerned as to I just changed my headphones or something. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn my Bluetooth off so I know I'm not getting feedback from nothing other than just these earphones I'm using. Okay, let me go check that YouTube. Let's see if it's still going. I'm not sure how that works. Okay. So, all right. Well, today's the first week them trying to do it, and then I'll play it back afterwards to see how it came out, and I'll go from there. But what I was, the rest of the world isn't as concerned about. Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, we can. This feedback thing I have to try to figure out. It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So what I was saying is that truth of the matter is that no, I don't think Zoom's on. I need the phones open. Let me see. I just changed my. All right. Either way, whether there's feedback or not, we got to move forward. So let's go. So what I was saying earlier when we first got on is that these earphones I'm using. Everybody knows that trading is primarily going. Oh, that's not it. Trading is primarily a mental game, right? And so being that trading is a mental game, you should train your mind, and your mind gives you a lot of tricks because of what we call ego, right? And the ego says that I am either really good or not good enough, right? And so either way, however you look at it, it helps you to whenever you come on a Zoom or anything like that, you don't have to, but it will help you in building self-image by talking in front of the camera, right? By showing your face in front of the camera and realizing that it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks of you, but just that you're comfortable to be yourself, regardless of what anyone thinks of you, right? And you'll see that a lot of people who are successful tend not to put a lot of reserve energy into what everyone else thinks of them. So just a little exercise you could do on your own if you felt like it, but when you come onto class, treat it like a class if you really want to learn like a class. So if you need to be on a laptop or a desktop, be on a laptop or desktop, okay, so that you could actually participate as much as you can. Right? If you if you know that we're gonna got class going on, probably a good idea, wash your face, brush your teeth, and all that kind of fun stuff. And if you got to put makeup on to come in front of the camera, or put a little bit of makeup on to come in front of the camera. But either way, so that you're completely present, right? Like, I understand if you got to run and go do something, or whatever is not appropriate for the camera, you shut the camera off, come back. But it's really good to build your own character. You start practicing it and see what it will do for you. Okay, so even if you're in a little small house and just go in this little small area, that's yours. I got stuff on my wall. I got like a desk over there, and then I got rooms and stuff in the house. But that's where I live. Who doesn't like it doesn't have to come on, right? And that's how you have to be in your own mind, right? Because you're here to learn, not to necessarily be too concerned about what other people think, of you or your place or whatever else. So just giving you a little heads up, so because even myself, like I've been through those feelings before. Getting around people that are really successful, sometimes it can be a little intimidating, right? And so all these things will help you to get past it. Okay? All right. So this is what we looked at yesterday, right? That gold trade. I got out. Did anyone else here take the trade? Did you take the trade, Miss Janice? But it's really good to build your own character. You start practicing it and see what it will do for you. Okay, so even if you're in a little small house and just go in this little small area, that's yours. I got stuff on my wall. I got like over there, and then I got stuff in the house. But YouTube is like 30 seconds behind. But it doesn't have to come on, right? And that's how you have to be in your own mind, right? Because you're here to learn, not to necessarily. Okay, so can you guys hear me, by the way? Of you or your place or whatever else. So just giving you a little heads up, so because even myself. Yolanda, can you hear? Daria, can you hear? Janice, can you hear? Can anybody hear?
I can hear you, Jumal.
Thank you.
It's a little confusing because you're not sure which one you should listen to.
Okay, So I'm gonna try muting it here, and we'll just see what happens. I ain't too concerned about nothing on YouTube right now because this is the first time I'm doing it. So I just want to see that it works, so I can do it, continue to do it, and do exactly what I'm saying to you guys. Because for years I've been planning to make video, but I mean I'm on here every single night. I mean I might as well just get it to work, and so therefore I'll go live on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll learn together, and I'll be it. So it'll be more effective that way, right? So. Just like anything else, if you do it the first time, it doesn't work, you figure out what to do and you fix it or adjust it, then you do it again, right? So let's go back. Let's get back over to our chart over here, all right? You guys see using the same method that we did yesterday? Okay, using the same method that we did yesterday. Let's come back over here. 15, 5 minute. Okay. So yesterday we entered, you see the same little thing that I copied already? You see what it's doing? You guys see what it's doing? See it's following this thing that we copied from over there, right? The other side, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't recognize the patterns, it's okay, but realize that the chart is going to copy what it did last time. So, right? And it's going to do it in one or two ways. It's either going to come all the way up here and come back down, or it's going to come all the way down and come back up, and then come down or come up. So the chart can only do about three things, right? It doesn't do anything else. Okay, so it's either going to keep pushing up this way, or it's going to come down, and right, which is basically to this level. Okay, let me see if I can delete that. Right, it'll come back down to this level right here, right, and back up, and it'll come do this thing, like how it is up there, right? Or it'll come down here, same thing, the same level, and come back up here, like this. Or it'll come like this way, come down and go this way. Or it'll come this way, come down and continue down this way. You guys see, like that's either way, it still has to go over here, still has to get over here, right? And then if you look at this one and you flip this upside down again, it'll do the same thing. It'll probably, if you flip this upside down, it'll do something like that, boom, 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 right? Same thing over here again. It'll do something like that, oops, that's not exactly opposite, but I think you get what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it'll come over here like that, back down to this line. At some point in time, it got to cross back over this line again, right? You see, does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense, guys?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
So if you want to get all your head and shoulders and everything else, now you could see the head and shoulders is right. This is a head right here. This is left shoulder, right shoulder. This is upside down head and shoulders, or they call it inverse. Head right here. This shoulders, they will be the right shoulder and then left shoulder. See? So rather than look at all the patterns, let's look for what the chart potentially could do, which is what it did before around the same area. Okay, that's the most simplistic way to think about it. Okay, I'm gonna delete all that stuff off of there, and I'm gonna see the trade, because I actually didn't. Shakira, she told me that she said to me that she hit profit. I forgot about the trade, honestly. Right, I forgot about the trade. Oh, well, interestingly enough, yeah, that's in this one. But interestingly enough, in this account, I erred because I entered the trade twice, but it's still in profit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let this one ride a little bit. I'm gonna bring my stop loss into profit. Okay, so let me go ahead and delete this. Let me see the other one. See how much profit I made in the other account. Okay, 874. Okay. So the purpose of trading is to grow your account. Okay. So let's do this. We can do this every day, and I'm down to do it with you guys, right? Because now I'm a lot more clear and calm about the way that we have to approach this thing. Okay. Remember, I'm a student just like you guys at the university. I'm just a little bit ahead, and I trade every single day. I don't take a break. I say take a break. I look at the charts every day. So by default, I will get better, right? And you will too by default if you stay on it, right? I was listening to the Spanish guy today. The guy's 21 years old. He's already traded $500,000, right? $500,000. He's a top rated trader right now, 21 years old. So we don't have no excuse, okay, other than an excuse, right? So, all right. So obviously, if we looked at our thing for yesterday, I'm in profit already in this trade. So I'm just going to bring my stop loss. I'm going to bring my stop loss right here at 1745. I'm going to move this out the way first. Okay. We entered here yesterday. The other one hit take profit up here, right? Which is really, if you see where I had it lined up, and you could look at your risk to reward. You got a risk to reward right here. Oh, risk to reward right here, and take profit 1 to 2. We had to take profit. Was it 1720 something? Yeah, right here. Somewhere in that area was the trade. Okay, so all the trade is doing is going to take profit 2 right now. But since I'm already still in, I'm just going to continue on with the trade. Why I want to re-enter the trade right now is because, remember, we only enter the trade when it's crossing this, when the males, when the relish is crossing the male, right? Right, Yolanda?
Yes, but Jamal, just
Tell me.
good. Okay, if the ketchup is crossing in mustard, right?
And
you had a break of the week, but the radish is not crossing any meal, then you don't enter the trade.
So ketchup crossing, so ketchup crossing the mustard up here.
Yeah.
But the relish ain't crossing the male. No, you don't enter.
You don't enter. Okay.
Yeah. So okay, let me answer that correctly. You can enter, but it could be an early entry. So for example, let's look at an example where that happened. Okay. See right here. Imagine that none of this chart hadn't happened yet. Okay, you just right at this point and you're like, okay, ketchup crossover mustard, and then you're like, okay, and then it crosses back over. But look down here, you crossed in the middle, but in the wrong direction. Okay, so you wouldn't enter that trade. Here goes another example, right? So you came right here, ketchup crossed back over mustard. You're like, okay, it's going to continue on up to buy. But look down here, right? Your relish is your relish mustard on here is way past your mail. So it's telling you already passed your entry. The entry is right here when you're crossing, right here. See, if you enter right here, so that's why I look down here first. Okay, so if you entered right here and this cross happened up here, now you're good to go, right? But if you entered right here and you don't have a cross in the bottom, you don't take the trade because it's telling you overall the momentum is still on the sell side. So you're not really ready to come back over to the buy side yet. So it could be a pullback. So you don't enter. Okay. Like right here, although I got a break with a wick right here. Okay. Although I got this right here forming, right? And the ketchup looked like it's about to cross back over. I'm looking down here and I'm saying, we passed our entry. Our entry was way back over here. So could it be a continuation? Yeah. But the only way I'm gonna go trade that continuation is if I can go find another time frame that is crossing for that entry. If not, I'm not gonna do it. See right here? Yeah, we got a little pullback. Yeah, but it's not crossing upward like right here. Look at this entry instead. Look at this entry right here. See this entry? You enter it right here. Okay, crossing right here. Right, it's already crossed. You could have entered here, but entering here is still, from here to here is at your own risk. Right, this is at your own risk because it could have pulled back. It could have pulled back, but now you got this extra confirmation right here. You're crossing this level, extra confirmation. Boom, right? You could enter right here. Okay, now you would drop your structure, would be down here. So you would drop your stop loss down here. So let me show you that's a big trade setup. I'm actually going to clean the chart off because our eyes are kind of trained, so we know what we're looking for anyways. Okay, so let's go back here and let's look at that. Let me show you this trade real quick. So this right here is crossing. Actually, this is not going to be a perfect setup. There's going to be a lot of stuff that happens before this happens, but let me just show you. Let me look somewhere better on the chart to show you, because that is not going to help us to show you what we want to see. Okay. Let's do it for the sell side. Let's look at it for the sell. This is gold, right? Let's look at it for sell. Okay. So we got the rallies crossing over. Our mail got swiped off the sandwich. No mail no more. Okay, right there. Okay. So you got this cross coming over for the sell. Probably should make these lines a different color, but we're gonna stick with it right now. The last time it was right here for the sell. Right? Is this higher than this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you with the trend, you're going downward. Okay. Still, you're on a downward trend all the way down because you got those two crossings. Boom, boom. So you're on a downward trend. Even though it came, it doesn't matter. You're still on a downward trend. Right to this point. Okay. What we did yesterday, we just traded a low pullback. Okay. But this is pointing down. Okay. Even if you got a third line, what is it telling you? Even if you got this third line here, right, which is where this is crossing over again, what is it still doing? It's still going right here. Look, see, crossover right here. It's still going down.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you're about to be a massive trader, Yolanda, just last week from what you didn't learn. Look at that. Look. So come right here. It's still going down. Okay. I wanted to extend that line outward, but it's still going down. However you want to look at it. Okay. Let me show you something else. Let's drop this in. A lot of people teach you to go all the way on the other side. I kind of try to keep things basic because that's how my brain works, pretty basic. Okay, so look, this little area between here and here, right? You see what happened? Price punched this wall, couldn't get through, right? Came down, touched this wall, couldn't get through, okay? So here's what it's telling me. It's still telling me that this chart can continue to do this movement right here.
That was it.
This chart can continue to do this. It can do anything like this, but it can also come down if it wanted to continue to sell because it's really a sell chart, right? I just traded this little pullback yesterday for fun because it lined up for a pullback, okay? But we traded it on a 5-minute chart. The 5-minute was buying, but the 15 minutes is still selling. So it was just a little pullback, right? Just because it was set last night, we just did it for fun, okay? So what you really want to see here, right, is you want to see what it looks like is happening right now. But I definitely wouldn't get into it until after we came over top of this bar right here, okay? But if you go back and we look at these two last lines, get rid of this brush. If we get rid of these the last two lines right here, if we went back here and we got this line, bring it right back here with it. So all the time, what are we looking for first, Yolanda?
The catch reddish crossing the middle.
Right. There you go. Okay. So that's the first thing we're looking for in the bottom. Because if you're looking at ketchup crossing mustard, you might as well look at all these and all these. But the way to figure out the main crosses that you want to look at, you look down here. And it's going to tell you the main ones to look for. Make sense?
Okay. So wait, right. So if there's a cross under the mill, if the reddish is crossing the whatever the yellow one is, if it's crossing like it is like at the bottom here, then and one of these.
Are you on your laptop?
No.
Is your laptop working?
I don't have a laptop. I have a PC.
A PC desktop. Something that you got a mouse that I can give you the mouse and you can take it and drive and show me where you're pointing at. You have that available?
You know, we gotta go and try to just get it, zoom back on it. All right.
Okay. All right. So ask the question while you're doing that.
Right. So if it's only crossing under the mayo, and then there's a cross at the top, the mustard crossing the ketchup on top, but it's not crossing over the mayo. The radish is not crossing over the mayo, so you don't do anything then.
Okay, say that one more time, please.
Okay, if the radish is if the radish is crossing over the whatever.
The mayo right here.
Okay, which one is the mayo?
The mayo is the 0 line, the white line.
White line. So if the radish is crossing the yellow line, because the radish is green.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the other line? What are you calling the other line?
This right here?
Not the mayo, the yellow one.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
You know the radish.
Talking about up here or down here? This one right here?
Yeah. Next to the radish.
We not talking about that at all. That's our super condiment. I don't trade with it at all. It just came in the MACD, so I just look at this one right here.
So okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, all right, that's just what I wanted to know, because
it does matter, but not it doesn't matter for now at all.
Okay, all right.
So nothing to pay attention to right now. So go ahead and ask the question then.
No, that my question was about that, because if the radish was crossing the yellow, whatever we calling it, right, underneath the mayo. So it's not crossing over the mayo, but it's under the mayo, but there's a cross there. Is that like an indication?
Cross where?
Under the mayo.
Okay, so
let me look, Jamal. What your line is saying is the crossover here, the yellow and the green are crossing over, right?
Right here.
Yes, at the bottom here.
Okay.
Right down by 09 for March. The bottom down here, 09 March.
Yeah, right here.
Right, there's a crossover. So then you come up, and then you get to the white line here, which you call the mayo.
Okay.
Right?
Right here?
Yes, right there in the mayo. So I think your line was asking if these two that cross over at the bottom, and then the ketchup
these two,
the green and the yellow at the bottom.
These two lines right here, right?
No, not all the way at the top there. Right where you see
this is the same line though. This is the same line.
So let it cross over at the bottom. You know where you have the plus sign at the bottom here on your screen? Where the plus sign is?
Underneath here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see it crosses
right here.
there. Right. If that cross was equal to the ketchup cross in the mayo at the top, would that be an indication?
No. Yes and no. Okay, so let me explain this to you. I'm glad these are good questions, okay? And what it means is that you're starting to see it now. Okay, so it's good. Okay, it's really good. You're starting to see it now. Okay, so here's what's happening. These lines, this one is a MACD line, one is a signal line. Okay, but they have their own dimensions. If I were to double click on these lines right here, you see, I could change the color of the lines, right? MACD and signal line, I could change them, right? But I can also change the inputs, 12 and 26. Much like you could change the inputs on the MAs, which are 5 and 13 for this one I'm using. Okay. So as a result, what starts to happen is that with these lines, because it's the 5 and 13, you're going to see similarities happening here with the 12 and 26, because 13 is right next to 12. Our eye's not going to detect the difference, but that's the reason. If I were to change these to 5 and 13, they'll be exactly crossing exactly when these cross, right? You see right here, if you draw a line right up, it doesn't cross exactly because it's not a 12. Down here is a 12 and a 26. Okay, let me show you. So down here at this cross, this is where the 12 moving average and the 26 moving average cross over each other right here. But this isn't 12 and 26. Up here is 5 and 13. So, it crosses at a little bit different point. And so what is happening is that between this cross, if you want to look at it like this, right? All of these right here are entry points. Okay, so this could be on your mark, this could be get ready, and this could be go. You know what I mean? Because this crossover here is telling me, yep, we're in the right direction. This is telling me in the right direction, but none of them by themselves is gonna give you enough confirmation to enter the market. Okay, because like you see this right here, this crossed over right here, right, headed to the upside. If you entered right here, and this still came back over, you still for buy, you would still end up hitting stop loss.
So then what is the other confirmation then, Jamal? I mean, like the catch-up crossing over the catch-up on, what is it? Catch-up on the
Mustard.
The catch-up on mustard crossing over is one confirmation. What is the second confirmation?
So the first thing that you need to do is identify the trend that you're trading with, right? That's trading 101. Identify the trend.
Right.
Okay. So let's go look here. Okay, I'm already in this trade already, so I'm just going to sit tight with that one. I'm going to look at this real quick. This one I'm already in. With this should come up here to this level or right here, and I'll take profit and get out market right there and wait for it to reset. Or I'll take half my money off the table because I'm thinking that it might break this old high, but I don't know. So I'll take some of the money off the table right here. Okay. Euro USD. Let's look at Euro USD and see if look at this. Okay, I want to clear this whole chart off because there's a lot going on in the chart, but goodness, it looks really good. It looks really good. I'm just going to clear the whole chart off. Okay, let's look at Euro USD real quick. All right, so let's look at two little things that we need to do. We're on a 15-minute chart, okay, guys? So don't get confused because the 15-minute is getting ready to buy. It doesn't mean that the 1 hour is going to be buying as well, okay? But check this out. Let's go through our process pretty quick, okay? Take notes on it so that you know what you're doing. I'm going to put my little mail line back on here. I wish I could save it so I don't have to keep putting it on. Where's my save button here? I'm sitting poorly. Sit up a little bit better. Okay, save. Okay, save. All right. So check this out. If you guys want to take a Euro USD trade, you're welcome to do so. Is Janice, you okay?
Yeah, just hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, get the fan and go jump in and see. I think they got it's like 9 o'clock tonight or something.
No, it wasn't until this evening.
Oh, okay. All right. So look, check this out. Right. You see, we got an entry right here. We're a little bit late, but okay. Okay, we maybe a block or two too late. Okay, but look, let's look at these last two. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. So this crossing over here, this crossing over here, which is kind of, if you really want to be technical, cross right between these two. I'm gonna come back here. Be conservative with that one. Okay. So guess what? We still don't really fully have a uptrend yet. You see, not technically yet. Go back and check. See, I'm exact on that one. This one, I guess I could pull it up one block, but I ain't gonna try to force it either. Because with the naked eye, it looked like it was good. Okay, looked like it was good. But you see, I'm on this one block, and if I see this one is lower than that one, so then if I took it, it's still not completely clear. I'm just gonna come over here to this one, just say we say cross to that one. Even though that block is still exactly the same height. So when I enter right now, no, I won't.
I don't understand. Yolanda, you understand it so that you could explain it to me tomorrow? You understand?
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Okay. You didn't take the trade because it wasn't crossing at the bottom. The radish wasn't crossing over the middle at the bottom. When it crossed at the bottom, it was just the the break was just equal to the last high that it was.
You got it right there. Stop right there. That's the only reason. That's enough. When I look at the last test and this test before it for the buy, they're on the same height. I don't have an established trend. I'm not trading it. That's simple. Get out the market. Don't trade it right now.
Okay. So question, Jumal. All right. So why couldn't you enter this trade where the catcher crossed the mustard, which was at 1, 2, 3, about 3 blocks, 3 breaks.
Because, okay, go ahead.
Right. Because you say a break with a wick, which would have been break number 2, had a wick, and then the ketchup crossing the mustard, a break number 3, but the radish didn't cross the meal then. So what you're saying is that you need 3 confirmations.
I need all these things to confirm. Okay.
Oh.
So each one of them is like a tire in your car. Just because you see a brick with a weight, you take off, you got 3 wheels, you're gonna scrape the front of your car. Okay. If you don't have an established trend on that chart, don't trade it. Right here from this test to this test, both are on the same height. Is it buying or is it selling?
It's buying.
No.
It's going up there and then up.
I understand what you think is doing, but look at what it's actually doing.
The overall trend is a downtrend.
We don't know that yet because maybe the market is reversing the trend at this point. But at this, because we don't know that until the market establishes a new trend. Because here's what can happen. Right now, this right here is just consolidation. It's just consolidation. It isn't doing anything, right? It's just moving from, let's get a block so you can see it. Okay. You guys are doing good though. You guys are doing really, really good because you're asking the right questions. 3 days ago, you couldn't ask these questions because now you're seeing what you didn't see back then. Let me extend
Jamal, can we just put in the EMA 50?
You could put 50 in. I don't use 50. My goal in trading is to use less stuff, not more stuff. I don't want more EMAs. I had a stochastic. I got rid of all of it. I don't need any of that to win with this. And I just work with this. I don't do any other thing. That's it. All I do is get information from educators. Yep.
So Jamal, the MACD now, right?
Mm-hmm.
How can I get the MACD?
Trading view. When you go to trading view, come right here, log into your account. This FX right here is a function key, indicators and strategies. Just click on indicators and strategies, type right here, type MA moving average, but MACD, MACD. So you can use this one right here. This one works pretty good. I've been using this MACD 4C, which is one that I saw on the video, and I've been using that since then, never changed it. Okay, but even if the MACD has one line and is the MACD line, which is this line, is okay because you don't really need a signal line. I found this one because when I first looked at it, the guy had both of these lines on it, but I never used the other line, right? So you're perfectly fine with it. Don't change the settings. I never change the settings for my rank codes. I never change the settings for any of this stuff, okay? So I just stick with what I got and I learned to use it. Okay, so check out what's happening right here. Does that answer your question, Koya, about where to find it?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so check this out, Miss Yolanda, Miss Janice. Okay, turn your fan on, Miss Janice. It sounds like you're really hot over there. All right, so check this out, right? Although it looks like it's selling and whatever else it is, yes, it will be selling if you were to come and drop another line in right here at this other crossover right here, right where it's supposed to be buying, but still on the buy space, this last retest on the buy is still higher than this last retest on the buy, so is not buying. Okay, but from here to here though, I'm not getting from here to here. This is what I got from here to here. I got this. I didn't get this. I didn't get this. If I got this, I could say, okay, it's still selling. But I got this, which tells me the market right now is in consolidation. It could reverse. This is why I won't enter it, right? No matter how many breaks or wicks, the first thing is to confirm your trend, right? So the market could be turning right now to get ready, and I'm going to watch it a little bit to buy back up. It could be buying. This could be a really wonderful trade, right? But I would have entered it if I saw that my 15-minute told me, hey, this last one is higher than this one, so now we turn around for the buy. We just reverse trend. But it hasn't told me that yet. It's still telling me that we're in consolidation. So guess what could happen for the next hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, the next day, whatever it takes? This can happen. This can continue to happen. This can continue to happen. This can happen. This can happen. This can happen. Right? That whole time. And you're like, now you're stressed out because you're up and down a couple bucks in your account. You're up and down a couple bucks in your account. And you're not making any progress. Because guess what? You're still on the same line. So you have to have all the pieces. And trading is really, guys, is really about patience. Be patient. And, you know, if you don't understand something, try to understand it here, because if both of you are trying to figure it out, and both of you are showing each other how to figure out what you don't yet fully grasp, unless you're studying it, you might end up inculcating habits that are not going to help you. Okay, so make sure you get your questions answered so you understand what you're doing. Fine to go try it and test it, but make sure you know what you're doing first. Okay, if you look at this right here, look, this is what's been happening. Isn't consolidation, isn't gone anywhere yet. Right? Look, price has not really left this block. It went out a little bit, came right back in. Came out a little bit, right back in there. So I wouldn't touch this for a trade until it comes up here somewhere. Right? So if it buys all the way up, okay, that's fine. I might have missed that trade, but I would have followed my process. Okay. I go to my 8-minute. Look, my 8-minute is telling me, hey, but you missed that trade a long time ago. Right? My 8-minute, I would have had to enter right here. Okay. But check this out. I probably wouldn't have taken that trade anyway, because look at the last one. The last one is kind of like, it's still a little bit higher. This one right before it, still a little bit higher. Right? So I wouldn't have taken the trade. I would have missed out on getting these 5 or 10 pips or whatever it is. But also, this is showing me that is at the top. This is getting light. Possibility that this might pull back. If you get it, possibility that this might pull back. Okay. So I won't enter on that one. Let me go see another chart. Let me go see. Let's go do 15, like 15. I was looking at 15 because it was close. But let me go do like a 30-minute chart, because I don't mind doing larger time frames and letting it sit longer. I tell you guys, I forgot that I had a trade running, right? Because I only go trade the setups that I see. If I don't see a setup, I don't trade it. Okay. And that's how you got to be. Go ahead.
Well, I'm still a little bit lost, because this is how I had understood it last night. The top section, once it crosses over, and the bottom section, which is the MACD, cross over, and we saw a break with a wick, then you could enter. That's how I understood it last night.
It's okay. Today your understanding grows.
But today, now I don't understand.
Well, and tomorrow your understanding will grow some more. So every single day you're going to understand more, because I don't change the process from day to day. Okay. So all of these, when I trade, this is how I trade outside of class. Okay. This is how I trade. Okay. I come here. I don't have this on. I don't have that on. I look at this, I look at that, and I trade with them. Okay. That's it. Right. I don't trade with them. I don't trade with the indicators on. But to make it easier for you to start, I'm showing you how to trade with the indicators to make it easier for you to start. Okay. So just make it easy. This trade right here is not ready yet. So I'm not going to take any trades on it. Okay. Let me see if I can go backwards. Let's go look at gold again. Okay, gold, as I mentioned, if you're in it, you can stay in it. But gold has shown resistance at this area right here. So I'm not going to take gold at this area. I'm not going to buy gold at this area, right? If you still in that gold, like I didn't set my take profit in that gold, I'm just going to let it run, right? Is it possible it's going to come right back down? Yeah. But what am I going to do? I'm just going to put my stop loss right here, because I'm already in profit from here to here. I'm going to set my stop loss right here. So modify my stop loss right there. Okay. Let me do that right now before I don't remember. Modify my stop loss to 1726, 682. Okay. When we do this strategy from day to day, you're gonna get a lot better at it. You're gonna start seeing a little bit of what you call it there. All right, let's modify my stop loss. Okay, good. So let's go look. I'm not looking at any. Ooh, look at that. These boys are moving, boy. That helium is moving like crazy. Link, I haven't been trading Link. SPX. Let's look at silver first. Silver is a beautiful one, and we can trade and make some good money on silver and gold. Okay, silver is a little bit lighter than gold, I realize. Okay, but look at this. Look at that. So what do we need to see right here? Let me clear this chart all the way off. Okay, what do we need to see? What do we need to see?
First, the trend.
Okay. How are we going to establish a trend?
You say to go from the higher, look and see, from the higher high to the higher low to see what kind of trend it is?
Okay, I ain't say nothing of this sort because I don't talk about higher highs and higher lows. Because that in itself for me is confusing to me, right? Like I said, I was one of those kids. Okay, my mom was a teacher, right? And like I couldn't really grasp like adverbs and pronouns and all that kind of stuff. Couldn't really understand it, right? I just figured out what it sounded like. That made some sense. Okay, so you mean the ly words? Okay, I'll just do that. Okay, so you talking to a kid here that's like kind of autistic to some extent. You know what I mean?
Go with that.
Right. So like I had to really simplify this to make it easy so I could understand it. Okay. This is it. Nothing changes. Okay. Nothing changes. You look for one when it crosses over this one. So when this relish is crossing over if we're looking for buys, okay, I don't do sells a lot because I trade a lot of crypto. So I think buy. I just really think about buys. If it ain't a buy, I don't usually trade it because then I got to flip my mind around. Okay, so this is it. What I do is I'll come right here. I'll look here, catch up, crossing back over the male. Okay, it means it's going to buy. Then over here again, catch up, crossing back over this male. I'm sorry, the relish crossing over the male. Okay, these colors don't really matter. I just got these. I just had them green because I'm looking for buys. It doesn't really matter. You can change. You can make these any color you want, pink to purple. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'll make them purple for you guys so it doesn't confuse anyone. Just make them purple. You got purple lines. Okay. Okay, another purple line. Okay. Good. Good to go? Make sense? Good?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one to this one, all we're looking to see is it this one on the chart going to be higher than this one on the chart? Who understands that?
Come again.
So you're looking to see where this green line crosses over this white line at the bottom. This lettuce or relish crossing over this male right here. Forget about the yellow line. Okay. That's the green line crossing over this white line. You see that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just dropping a vertical line there because I want to see where that lines up with the chart. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Same thing over here. The last time that it crossed over, see over here, it wiggled around, but it didn't cross over. I'm just interested when it crosses over. Okay. Here we had to look at it real close if it crossed over, but all of this, I'm not interested. All of this, not interested. I'm interested in this when it crosses over. This when it crosses over.
You're just interested in when it crosses over the white line. That's all you're interested in.
Correct. Yeah. That's all. That's it. This one right here, and it crosses over this, not interested. All of this, not interested. If I put a circle on this chart here so we know what this is, from all this, all right here, all this right here, if I go back up so I can see that area, I'm not interested in none of these crossovers. None. I ain't interested in any of these at all. The only one I'm interested in this one right here where it crossed over, and I'm interested in this previous one over here where it crossed over. And then I'm gonna draw my line from that one to that one and see if I got a trend. If I don't have a trend, don't trade. How simple is that?
Show us now how you draw the line.
Okay. Did you guys just get that though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in terms of
hold on. One second. Sorry about that. You guys said you got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Corey, go ahead.
So in terms of the little mounds that being formed on top of the white line.
This right here? These right here.
The little mounds, yeah.
Mm-hmm. These right here.
So would those be an indicator of how your trend would be?
Correct. Very, very good. Very good, Koyo. These lines, correct. These lines are giving you an idea of how strong price is pushing in that direction. You see, if you were to look at this, if you just look at the size of this, size of this, and size of this, size of this, would you say this chart is more likely buying? You got a lot of blue, a little bit of red. Is it buying or selling?
More blue is buying.
Yeah, look, see a big blue side and a little bit of red over here, and another big blue and a little bit of red. What do you think it's doing mostly?
Buying.
Here you go. Let's go look at the chart. See, Zion over here saying buying. You understand? We got to keep it as simple as little 7 years are going to do. Okay, well, it's kind of buying a little bit, not that much, but at this part right here, you got the blue, it bought back up. This part right here, you got the blue, it bought back up. Okay, so the more big blue you're seeing for longer periods, like you see, you got the blue, it held out for a long time. But look, these lines are telling you how high it's going. So you got the blue down here telling you, hey, it's gonna buy. But this is saying how high it's gonna buy. It's buying all the way to the sky, right all the way up to the sky.
That tells you the volume is strong.
Right, something like that. Yeah, but this is again why I want to get away from all this stuff, because you don't need to know what all of them mean and what all of them do in order to be successful to trade them. Okay, so focus on what you need in order to be successful in making money. And you know, when you make, okay, I'm gonna pause this share for a second. Look, if you make 2 or 3 grand, you know, then okay, then you already covered all your bills or your mortgage or whatever it is. Okay, then take the rest of the week, if that's your goal, 2 grand for the week. Take the rest of the week to go figure out all this other stuff. Then I'm not interested in what all the stuff does. I'm just interested in how to use it. My phones, there's plenty of programs that I got on my phone that I don't use. Plenty of programs I don't even use them. So I just know how. I want you to get the philosophy behind it. Okay.
So Jamal,
I want you to get the philosophy. Hold on. I want you to get the philosophy so that you're not asking the same questions because you just want to get to answers. Yeah. Okay. I want you to get the philosophy so you understand. So going forward, you can come to your own answers. Okay.
Right. So
let me finish. Okay. So there's a lot of people teaching how to trade, but if they show you the simplicity behind learning how to trade, you know, you're not going to stick around for too long because you can learn it and then keep practicing and get good at it, right? So they always got a new strategy, a new something, a new indicator. The reason why you're not succeeding is because you don't have my 1, 2, 3 strategy with the reverse butter knife, you know, backflip. You're like, that's it. That's the reason why I'm not trading. No, the reason why is because you're not being consistent with a strategy. Okay. And trying to understand the mindset behind it instead of just trying to, okay, I want to make money because I need to pay my bills. And so tell me what to do so I can make it right. Like that, the market will get you because the market is designed to feed on people like that. Okay. So you need to be calm and relax. And that's why I don't trade candlesticks. Okay. Your question, please, Ms. Janice.
Yeah. Okay. So what I wanted to just clarify is the MACD, right? Mm-hmm. As what we're looking for is the green crossing the white. That's just it on the MACD, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
For the current one and the previous one. Make sense?
Right, because when we look at the current one and the previous one and then draw a line.
You got it.
Right. So show us how to draw the line on the MACD, please.
The MACD?
Yeah.
You mean this vertical line?
Yeah. But
Just come over here and grab the vertical line.
Right, okay.
Which
Right, so
horizontal
we're
line?
going to
This
put
one?
that line, you're going to put the previous line and the current, right. When the green touch the white. Yeah, and from that now we look above here now at the chart and right.
Okay, so where does this purple line cross this green brick? Right here, right?
Yes.
So that's one marker. Where is the purple line cross the green brick again?
Right.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me extend it out. Is it buying or selling?
Right, it's going up, yeah.
Okay, there you go. So now what you need to look for is a break with a wick. So you could put a break with a wick right here, right? So you could put a break with a wick, right? You see, so as soon as you got that that crossover, the next thing you're looking for is a break with a wick. So you could have entered your trade right here. Let me show you. So you would enter your trade top of this brick with this wick. Okay. You would put your stop loss below this structure or this structure, depending on how big your trade is. But you can put it right here if you want a low, tight, low structure. And then we're going to look back to previous market structure, which is, okay, so this is the next high. Okay. So my take profit is right there. Okay. Do I have a 1-to-2 ratio or better? Boom. 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 Yeah, we got a 1-to-2 ratio. Me, I don't need a 2.29 because I want to get and make my money and secure profit first. So I'll come right back here to as soon as I hit that 2 right here. Okay. As soon as I hit that 2, I'm taking my half my money off, 3/4 of my money off, and then you could have take profit 2 at this structure right here, which is next market structure, right? Or you could have it up here, this next market structure here.
Okay.
Either way, at some point in time, the trade is going to come up to this level. And some point in time, it doesn't matter what it does on the way to get there, is going to come to this level. Let me take you one step further. Sounds like you got a question. You got a question? Got a question?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, right. So I understand all that. You come, you draw in your vertical lines. You do it the previous vertical line and the current line. Then you draw your trend. Once you establish the trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at the Renko candles, and you look for the. Wait, I didn't hear you tell us anything about the crossover. You look for the brick with the wick, right? But where you have your trend drawn, and then you decide to enter. What about the crossover?
What crossover are you referring to?
When the ketchup cross the mustard.
Okay, so the ketchup crossed the mustard. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I gotta go put it back
crossing the
on.
mustard in our vertical lines?
Hold on. I gotta go put it back on because I didn't look to see where it crossed the mustard. As I don't necessarily trade with it. I just so I forgot all about ketchup and mustard crossing. That's just to help you.
Right.
Okay. But check this out. Again, you have to have all these things line up. Okay. Otherwise, you can't guarantee yourself the trade. So check this out. You got that going, right? So last time you crossed right here, this right here, this is what's going to set you apart from the other people. Okay. This right here, like this, bada bing, bada boom. You see that right there? Good to go. You got the cross happening, but look back down here. Because remember, you would have had to enter right here to be on time. Okay. Right here, you can't enter now because it's long past the crossover. So if you enter right now, you're late. And you could be subject to a pullback you could be subject to this chart pulling back from right here where it is back to this level. Okay. So just leave it alone because it's not ready yet. Okay. So right here, you got a crossover, but you've already entered. Now, a little bit more advanced, though. I'll show you a little bit more advanced. Is that making sense to you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamal.
Good. All right, good.
Understanding your line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So check this out. This is a matter of practice, Ms. Janice. Don't even sweat too much, okay? But check this out. I wouldn't enter this market here right now. Why? Okay. You see we passed this cross already?
Yeah.
Okay. What I just did, I just copied this and flipped it around, right? I just copied where price was at right now to where price potentially can go to. Where this came from. Okay. What I do, I flipped the image. So here's what I got price doing. If it does the same exact, doesn't mean it's going to do exact for exact, but it's going to do a similar pattern. Okay. Because it can only do two things from here, guys. It can either go this way, or guess what else it could do? It can come up here and make the opposite. Come do this thing, then do this thing, and come up here and do this thing, right? Until come back down this way and cross right back over and do the same thing. We don't know exactly what path is going to go, but it's coming to this point eventually. You understand what I'm saying? Don't worry if you don't get all of it today. Don't worry. You're going to get more of it tomorrow. Okay. It's pretty much time for us to hop off here in a second. But you get where I'm coming from. Like, if you don't get all of it today, don't sweat it. You're going to get more of it tomorrow. Okay. I'm going to stop that YouTube because I don't know how that's going. In case it's like going really long and crazy. But congratulations, guys. We did our first YouTube. Yay. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna pause it. Analytics, edit video. I'm gonna go check with that, play with that later on. Okay, it's paused. I don't want it to be like a 2-hour long video. It's like a 2-hour long video, like not working properly or something like that. Okay, all right. So my point is this. I'm gonna go do this one more time for you. Come over here. We're gonna capture this. Okay. With trading, guys, I promise you this. Be very diligent and go in and take a few minutes and do a meditation first. However you like to meditate first. I ain't judging you, but go take some time to get calm and chill out for a little bit before you trade. Okay. You don't own the markets. Don't go in the markets thinking you're a bully. You're going to take the money in the markets. All right. They're going to smack you around. Okay. So again, it could take this path, but it's coming back to here. Whether it goes this way or if it goes that way, or guess what? Guess what else it can do? Okay. Go ahead and do it. Okay, let me see. Remember, this is the other one I was saying earlier. I was trying to draw that one out. I didn't get drawn out properly. They could do this as well. You see? But what we got in common is going to go up this way. But what we don't know, and this is the reason why the market has to go somewhere through this net up to here or down to here, or touching this one and touching that one. We don't know exactly when it's going to do it. Like, we know for sure that rainy season is going to come again next year. We don't know exactly what month, exactly what day, how much rain going to fall. But we know rainy season coming, right? Dry season going to come, right? And before you used to go to sugar cane season that coming, right? We know don'ts going to come. Aki is going to come, right? But there's cycles. What we're looking at in the market is cycles, okay? So you gotta figure out how to chill out and let the cycles do whatever they want to do. You can't go up in a tree, and if you think that you can go in a dunk tree and eat green dunks just because you want dunks, no, you can end up getting bone. You put in trouble. You understand? So the market can do the same thing to you in this case, right? Be patient, let the people don't get right. Don't mean a power thief and people green dunks. All right.
Get belly it.
You get belly hurt. Right? Shakira, me and she get plenty of belly hurt, and he had enough nights in a rush. The first like month or two, we hit $1,500. She makes $750. We like, yeah, we got it, boy. Right? You darn better forget to put stops in. She come back and funny. She had come with $2.10. I was saying, so I sit down here and cry. Let cry. I would laugh and she like, you insensitive. You laughing at me. I figure I just lost all my money in the market. Right. I mean, what are you gonna do? I can't cry about it because crying ain't get me back your money. But I mean, if you want to cry, go for it. Right. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's just my put together, right? I mean, so yeah, if you got cry, let it out, but get back in the market, right? So you know what I mean? So it going to one of these points, we just ain't know the exact direction it's going, right? So if you could figure out that the market can get to one of these points, but you don't know exactly, see, that's the same one right there, right? Ain't got too many variations, right? Ain't got that many variations right there. You see, that's another variation that we look at already. All right, take off the mirror upon it. Got the same thing. Take off, put that back. Go flip it. Okay. This is another route it could take to get to where it's going. Cheese on butter, boy. Cody. Ah, boy. Guys, you guys hear me? I just came back the thing. I can say it again. I know the Lord, because my head be hard sometimes. I know the Lord cut it off. So my Janice in here was telling she just nice here. I come, wait, hold on. But I like my Janice, but she's my friend anyways. He's got me a little thing, but that's my girl. Right? You see right here? Right here, you see? Cheese down, buddy boy. Oof, love this trading thing, boy. I can show you something. My thing pause. I want to make sure nobody else ain't seeing this here. Right? You guys, and I did wait tell you earlier, Miss Janice, listen. People tell me one way and all this. I only know one way. I can't tell you the way everybody else doing. I can only tell you the way that working for me. If you want what everybody's doing, you go out and watch some sessions. I don't know what they're doing that working for them. I know what they're doing. I want to understand the fundamental, the basic, the core. That was 7 me. I was a 7. I understand the fundamentals, the basic, the core. Put me in front of any chart I get traded because I understand the root. All these other things is distractions for you. The market is meant to distract you. Okay. So if you jump on this trader, this kind of session, and that kind of session, let me bring up binary epic. I never look at a binary session. Stay focused. Make your money. Okay. Let me show you something. Following the same plan. This account here was 23 about 4 weeks ago. That double. Okay, that's enough to show you. This other one right here was 34 today. Okay, so you go ahead and do whatever you want to do. I just send you what gave me results, right, Miss Janice? If this pass here, don't trade it and don't call you Miss Yolan neither left Yolan. Don't you eat young don'ts by yourself. Okay, I want Miss Yolan eating young don'ts and getting she belly hurt. If you want to know what's going up on this session, you call me, ask me what's going up on this session. Right? If you want to go with Miss Janice and eat young don'ts and get your belly hurt, that is up to you. All right. When I know how my mouth is sometimes, I don't mean that, but it's the truth. Okay. I showing this because when I've been here for a while, I want one to succeed. And this is the only way that I know how to show it because this I like go all the other stuff because it was too hard for me. It wasn't working for me. This here is the easiest one I know how to make work. Okay. Got all the parts working for it. Okay, if you come here and this here pass this lane right here, don't trade it. Come back later. That's simple.
So Jamal, so now you So now you don't some salt.
If you eat, even if you eat, you don't start with having your teeth. You don't edit your teeth. Understand? Understand? This, you see this?
Jamal, you
this
mean if the green line pass the white line?
Yeah, let me show you something. The only time you can enter this trade with, again, look for a chart that can show you an entry, right? You see part this line cross here? See part the same green line, or I thought I had purple. You see this same purple line here? Let me see another color brighter. Use pink brighter. You see this pink line here? What part this pink line? What part with the green line crossing? The male. We ran out the condiments. You see what part this line crossing? If you,
Yeah.
I can get some relish and some other things. We can find some other condiments to you. My point is, if the line cross here, if you cannot find it where it here, or even at this one or this one here, upon none of your charts, do not enter them. So listen, I like the daddy. I know who to see it that my head hard, and I say whatever it is, fine. I the daddy that love all the winner, right? I know who don't want to prove me because whatever the case is, fine. That's all right. You understand? In time, right? So there's a lot of people that been here and they know how to trade, but they're making the money. Okay. That's your free will to do what you want to do. I taking time right now to teach you. Okay. But in Koyo and people that know me for a real long time, right? If I don't feel like the time that I'm spending is being valued in terms of you would not see me because I do not need to be here. Okay. I'm here for everybody on this call. Understand? So I don't have to be here. I'm here for you. Okay. So make good use of the time. Because when I was learning to trade, nobody was here to ask me any questions. I can ask Charles, I can ask Nikki, the guy that sponsored me, the guy that he sponsored, he was too big up in the organization that I had my time. I figured out all this on my own. Okay. So this is what I tell you, like working for me, this is what you're doing. Okay. If you follow it to a T, and you can make money. That's simple. Yeah. Right here, you see a brick with a wick, catch it crossing, but where is this line now? The only place I could enter this trade was right here. If I enter up here, too late. See what happened right here? Low pullback action. It might be that coming back to touch the mustard before taking off again, maybe. But even if that's the case, it's okay. Right? All I gotta do is start putting some stop loss here because they're getting down here. You understand? You see what part this is right here? I get him down there. If it all the way up here, they like, man, I see another brick with a wick, and that's no. That cost me $4,000 Christmas Day, your line, and I ain't doing it no more. I literally taught myself how to trade crypto using a strategy. Okay, so we all just practice the strategy over and over, and you're gonna get it. It's a real simple strategy. Look for where it crossed one time, where it crossed the last time. Let's look at, we got your USD. Give me a chart that you want to look at. Your USD. So look, you see right here, I was looking at it crossing over. Why? Because it's telling me, hey, this looked to me like it could be a good trade. We looked at this before, right? But here's the little bit more advanced part. We got to cross right here. We got to cross right back here. You guys see it? You guys see that? Or you need me to put the mail back in for you?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. Put the mail back in for you. Okay. All right. But still, this line to this line, eyeball it. Put your crosshairs in right in between it. There's the same exact line. So upon my 15-minute chart is in consolidation. Okay, let me go look at another chart. See if I can find an area here where I can justify what I'm doing. Okay, so I can get down to 10 minutes. 10 minutes already passed. 10 minutes said, no, buddy, you should enter over here. Because look, let me see what 10 minutes saying. I can move this line, put in 10 minutes and see where it crossed in 10 minutes. Cross there, put in 10 minutes. Crossing, okay, I can make it bigger so we can see it. Okay, so This when it cross, it touch. Okay, touch. Again, bring this wrong one more block because it really crossed at that line. I'm back down here. Okay. I hope you starting to put 2 and 2 together and get 22. Your line cause that's your birthday. Okay, look at this here. The 10-minute chart still is selling a little bit slightly, if you get where I'm coming from. So to enter this for everybody, no. Okay. Let me go and see 5 minutes. Right, 5 minutes. Let me go and look at the same thing again. You guys getting this rhythm? There's nothing changing. I'm doing the same thing every time. Look right here. This would have been an entry. It's past here. Can I enter right now, guys? Can I enter? Can I enter?
Yeah.
Can I enter?
Where?
Look at where the green line is. Has it already crossed the mail?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you enter?
Yeah.
No.
Wait. You said the green line. Which green line?
It's okay to be wrong, brother. Look, this right here, this line right here, you want to enter. You want to enter when this line here, this line crossing here.
It ain't crossed here already.
So when Batman do it? Okay. Right. 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 You see these 2 lanes right here? Especially this green one here. You see when it passes the top of this blue block here, or pretty much when it get past this line here, that you see when it passes the middle line, you're too late. Leave it alone.
Okay. I understand what you're telling. Okay.
There you go.
See what you're saying.
It's all good, brother. You've been here for a bit, so now it's starting to click. Everything is very deliberate that I do. All right, though it might not seem that way.
Right, okay. Jumal. So be understanding now. So the MACD is the most important to look at.
That's what I look at first. Not the most important, but it tells me what I need to look at first. Okay, tells me what I need to look at first. Okay, so any chart that I go to, okay, gold, silver. Let me see, silver. Look back at silver. Okay, silver. See, I look down here. I don't have a cross. I ain't touching it. You see, so I would have had to enter it here. Nope. Come back later on. That's simple. That's simple. Decision made. Done. Okay. Now, if you were in silver already, guess what? You might be in for a long ride all the way up. Can it go all the way up without coming back over? Yeah. Did you miss it? Yeah. But at least you didn't lose nothing. Go look for another chart. Okay. Don't be overly crazy with it. Okay. So what you can do though, if you're looking for a retest, something like that, what you can do, yes, to catch it crossing the mustard. If you was already in profit, you entered here on time, you already all this profit right here. Guess what you could do right here now? Yeah, you could say catch it cross the mustard, got a break with a wick, these 2 lock back over, this come back at the blue side. Okay, I'm gonna put a little small trade and let it run. See what happens. Okay. Because you're already in profit. So if it pulls back a little bit, put your stop loss nice and neat. You lose that little piece and keep the rest of this in the trade. Okay. Next time, wait till you got the perfect setup. Okay. You don't need a lot of good setups. You just need 1 or 2 good setups. So just wait for them. If you don't see it that time, don't lose it. Don't lose your mind. Okay. Here you go. SPX. I love SPX. How many times I come and I see it? Okay. I don't see my setup. I can't trade SPX right now. Right. Look, SPX is already creating a new high. Okay. Look all the way over here. Let me see an hour. See, SPX is creating a new high. Am I going to jump in right here right now? No. Always wait for that bad boy to come back down and reset. If it's until next week, I'll wait for it. Right? I ain't doing it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Audio SD.
So
go ahead.
What's SPX?
SPX is an index. It's S&P 500. That's where they trade Tesla and all that's trading in there. Now check this out. You see this hour. What's the first thing that caught your eye? Probably caught that you think caught my eye. Knowing what I look for first. What's the first thing that you think caught my eye down here?
Where?
What do I look at first usually?
The trend.
I ain't say nothing about no trend to nobody. What's the first thing that you said I look at is the most important thing that you said I look at?
The reddish.
Okay. So what's the first thing you guys notice right here? Like you see that this isn't this not looking like it's about to cross back over that 0?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have a trade setup.
But that would be for a sell.
What direction is the green crossing in?
Upwards.
Upwards. So I'm looking for a buy. Okay.
Wait. Unless I see it any different. Oh, yeah. All right. Going up.
You got it right. You just practicing right now. You see the green line pointing up.
I had to zoom it in to see.
Yeah, that's because you're allowing to Murphy and put your laptop and letting you in the Zoom room. Make that stop. Okay. So check this out. You see right here? See right here though? See, I'm like, wow, this is about to cross. Let me look to see if it's going to cross. So what am I going to do? It's not crossing yet, so I won't get it yet. What am I going to go do? I'm going to go down to 45 minutes. Nobody else is going to teach you how to trade like this because they don't trade like this. But I found out the inner core of what they're doing. So then it doesn't matter. Is it crossing yet? 45 minutes? No. Let me go to 30 minutes then. Still no cross. So guess what? Not entering. 15 minute. Still no cross. So if it's getting close but no cross, what do you think that means it's doing? Consolidating. There you go, brother. There you go. Look at the chart. Okay, let's go back to that big chart we was on. First we was looking at it was on that 1 hour chart. What do we have here from here to here? What do we have from
consolidation
here all the way over here? There you go. So did we trade in consolidation?
No.
There you go. Don't trade it. Get out. Look something different. Okay. Let's go find a setup. I got a film. We could find a setup and let's see if I see any 888s in these numbers, 777s, anything like that. Tell me we're gonna make some money. Okay. So right here, when I see this cross though, when it does cross over, okay. So look, if it were to cross over, I'm gonna come here, drop a cross. Let's pretend it was crossing right now. Okay. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to look for the previous cross. The previous
cross. We know that.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so I'm looking for the previous cross going where though? Going up, right here.
Going up.
Okay. The only reason why this is still red is because it hasn't crossed yet, or it doesn't have enough momentum on the buy side to pull it up. Okay. See right here, it was red, right? It was red, but the blue didn't turn on until it came all the way up here. You see? Blue is right here, blue. So we don't have a lot of momentum. The blue is pulling up, but this red is still pulling. Look, see? On the other side, the buyers are pulling. So the color of this is giving you an idea. How long it is giving you an idea of how hard it's tug of war. They pulling on the other side, right? So right here, the blues are pulling all the way to that side. Now the reds start pulling, and they're losing strength. The blues losing strength. They're pulling. And the red pulled through. Now we got the tug of war thing over our side. We pulling. Then the blue start to pull back up again. That's what you're watching happening. Right. So I don't need candles. These are my candles. They telling me what's going on. Okay. So look, I look at this. Just pretend that this was a blue crossover. Let's go look. If that was a blue crossover and this was higher than this, I would know it's okay for me to buy. But what might happen shortly is that we might get that blue crossover on this guy right here. And then what we would have a beautiful 1 hour market looking to buy, because now we got a buy signal. Say that cross happens. So we get the next one. So we get a little blue block forming right here. Tell me you guys are feeling it, because I think you guys are having some breakthroughs right now. You guys are seeing it, right? Starting to see it a little bit. All right.
Yeah.
You got a blue block right here. Just pretend we got this blue block right here. Yolanda, I need to hear you, Yolanda.
I am here.
Good. All right, Miss Janice, you know I love you, Miss Janice. As my homie, Miss Janice probably cussing me sometimes. She's like, this boy Jumal, I don't know. What is his problem? He always talking a bunch of foolishness. That's how you... Yes, please. You know it's all love. Miss Janice, I can't help. Ask and Koi, I've been the same way since I've been 5 years old, right? So I just did the best I can. Let's pretend we got a blue line, and this blue line right here is crossing. Right, that's for the sake of going through some of this. Okay, so this blue line, this green line right here, pretend it's green. It just crossed right here. That's not what I want.
Right. So when it's crossing the white line, both sides would be blue.
Once the green line crossing the white line, the green line crossing the white line. Don't worry about the blue, it has to cross over. Okay, once it crosses over, okay, the blues are telling you how much pressure you got on the other side. Because, right, so depending how much pressure you got is how far that can go up this way. Right? Depending on pressure you got this way, the same thing. But if you look at it, you see right here, look what you got. Look, little red, little blue, little red, little blue. If you don't have look up above, that's telling you right there, you got consolidation. Because nobody ain't going anywhere. Red and blue. See? Do you see anything? Ain't going nowhere. Look at that. Look right above it. See? This is the same thing. Nothing ain't going nowhere. So this is like trading two charts. This reflecting this one. Okay. But what he's saying to you is when there's still a lot more things in Renko, but when you see this line here, we can't say, all right, it almost crossed. It ain't crossed over yet. But God, imagine if this, by the way, if we get a little brick with a wick and we get that green light, see, ain't on yet. It need to get to the top of this hill. Like, it's pushing up, but ain't moving enough up there yet. You see? You gotta come up to this level before you like turn on. You gotta come up to this.
I understand the MACD, but I kind of lost with the in the Rankos.
Don't worry, you can. Don't worry. When you get to there, you can get to more. All right, just I can keep answering questions for you, but little by little, don't take the pressure off yourself. Relax. Okay, take the pressure off yourself to learn everything to do. Just let your brain absorb and process, and you can get some more tomorrow. Okay. So look at this. I'm gonna show you guys. This is a big trade. It's a big one for odd USD. Come back to this last market structure, right? Okay, you can look at this right here. Now you can look at this right here. I hear people educate say they like this pair. I personally haven't really traded enough, but I don't like. I see it for myself. I see it do a lot. To me, it look like it's consolidated a lot. I ain't really defined. See right here, boom.
I am 2 trades that profiting, Jamal.
With what?
Using your Rankos.
Good, very good. Thank you. Post in the group, please.
Britain AUD.
There you go. Let me see who else on this call.
Wait, Janice, what you just said? Which trade you had?
Britain AUD and I was in that fund earlier this evening and
wow.
And Euro NZD.
Whoa, this is
okay.
Oh, this is so crazy. But this is gonna be a nice little buy setup happening here pretty soon with this chart, right? So when this light come on, let me tell you like this, FYI. Okay. When this light come on, in other words, when this green button boy right here get the thing, and this is the Asian session right now, so it's trading, okay? So this will be a bad one to trade right now. Somebody got access to your back office, and you could tell me the other pairs that are on there for the Asian session. We could just go look through some other Asian session pairs. I know GBP USD is another popular one for the session. Okay, so when this touches this yellow line, it's how you're moving now because the session just began. Okay, when this touches the yellow line, I don't like it too much though. I don't like it too much. This setup. Let's go look at another pair. I don't like this setup too much. If I get a brick with a wick come on right here, this is a nice. Okay, GP chip. Okay, hold on a second. I can look in a second, right? All right, look. So I don't really like this trade. Why? Because even if I got a brick with a wick on right here, right, the next set of structure is right here. And that's really pushing a one. That's barely pushing 2.0 right there. Barely pushing it. Right. So I would have to be like right on point with that trade. Like you got to get perfect entry with that. And is this too close for my liking? You know, I don't have to trade it. So like, you know, start feeling empowered when you start saying, I ain't gonna trade that trade. You understand what I'm saying? It's a better feel to me than being like, okay, I gotta take this trade because I got the break of the week. You gotta take. No, just relax.
AUD CAD is an agent one too.
Okay, look at AUD CAD. Okay, AUD CAD. Okay, now this is what I might do though. Okay, this actually, I like how this looks. Let me see. Does odd CAD typically buy or is it selling? 1 hour. Okay, what are we doing in 1 hour for odd CAD? So one is in a buy, but it's in a pullback. Okay. Woo, Miss Janice. So in the 1 hour, we haven't crossed over yet, but let's go down a little bit smaller though, because this could be nice. Except you see how far down this is all pulled off? This is far. We miles away from the mail. Right. So I don't like that so much. We miles away from the mail. I think I'm gonna come up with some new right. So even if we go down like a 30-minute, still miles away from the mail. 15-minute,
far away.
So yeah, I can get down all the way to 5 minute. I don't trade less than 5 minute because 5 minute is real risky to me. Okay, 5 minute right here. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I got a 5 minute. Look, we just crossed. So what am I gonna do? Actually, this is what I actually do. Okay, what I would actually, if I saw this right now, I'm gonna come over here. And we're gonna make a little bit of money. I got a feeling. So okay, so I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go up to like 8 minutes because they don't teach this kind of stuff. Okay, because it's not. I don't know, but I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this bad boy to touch here, and this one to be lower than that for a bite. That's all I'm looking for. So is it on an 8 minute? Don't know. I'm looking. It's not there yet. 7 minute. 7 minutes close, but ain't touching yet. 6 minute. 6 minute, I got to touch. Okay.
Right.
I got to touch. Come line this up right here. And I line this up right here. I come over here. Now I come over here and check. I got to touch. But does this guy, is it selling? Is it buying yet?
It looks like it's selling. That side is lower.
So is it buying yet?
Where? Which part?
Okay, we just from retest. Remember we just did it. Retest to retest. So crossover to crossover. You miss you with me, Miss Yolande? Yolande?
Yes, please.
Okay. So from here to here, let me go back up to our main chart. Does it look like it's buying or selling at this point?
It's selling.
Right.
Okay, so do we get into this trade?
No.
Okay, move on. Yeah, but we're looking at the buys. Why are we looking at the buys? Because we're looking at the cross for the buy. The cross for the buy. Okay. So even though we got a ketchup and mustard crossover, okay, even though we got a brick with a wick, okay, this is buy at your own risk. So if you wanted to and you had some extra money you want to play around with, this is more of a gamble trade. Let me show you, because you got the brick with a wick. Okay. Got the brick with the wick. But guess what could be happening right here? We don't have everything confirmed. So what is it telling you now? It's telling you before this buy is confirmed, okay, this has to break above here. Right? It has to break above this line. Because you can get in and maybe the chart comes up, you can take profit. Okay. But can you duplicate that every single time? No. Okay. Because this be coming up to here, hit this little zone, and then shoot right back down again. Because
I got you.
There you go. You're not, because this is a trend. Okay. So right now, if I'm looking at this and analyzing this, our CAD not ready. We'll go to the next chart. GBP USD. Ooh,
Jamal.
dang.
Jamal.
Wow, hold on, Miss Janice, hold on. You see this right here? Just popped away. All right, look at this. Look at this. I want you to get I want you guys to get the understanding, okay? Get the understanding of how it works. Okay, look at this. So now we went back here, okay? We look at the crossover points. Crossover point. Okay. Okay, I'm a little far in the crossover point. Okay. Put my male line in. That's Miss Janice.
All right, so I'm now getting it.
There you go. Okay.
But to make it easier, like if you can't, because that's what I just went and did and I understood it better. If you can't get your trend line drawn in properly, just use I know Jamal, you see you don't use a lot of indicators, but just put in the EMA 50 and it's going to tell you what you want to know, like how Jamal was saying, it's not close enough yet. You can't get in. You have to wait for it to get a little higher. When you look at the EMA 50, it will tell you.
Can you not look at this and see right here that this is buying?
Yeah.
Okay. So what else do you need to look at?
But I mean, the one previously, yes, just now. Sorry, the one previous.
If it ain't buying, don't get in.
Like when the things, the rankle was not close enough to the trend line, and you said it had to get higher.
Then you don't get in.
Right.
Okay. Does this look like it's buying? From this line to this line, does this look like it's buying?
It is. It does.
Okay. So what do we need next? Your favorite piece, Miss Yolanda. What do we need? What a wick or what else?
Or two blocks.
There you go. So what would have happened? You would have gotten either here at top if it was a break with a wick, or you would have waited for 2 breaks. So the break with a wick plus the other one, that's 2 breaks, right? So you would have gotten right here. You would have put your stop loss, bottom of structure right here. I would look at this structure right here because that's the only one you got on your left. And right now you would be in some serious profit. Even if you had your stop loss tight with a break with a wick or underneath 2 breaks right there. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Proper risk management. Right here. Boom, 4-1. How much more easy can it be than that, guys? We ain't talk about no patterns. We ain't talk about nothing. That's what I'm saying. Do not go add additional things to it unless you want to confuse yourself. And if you want to confuse yourself, be my guest.
Okay, Jumal. This is just a question.
Go for it.
Okay, you see but you don't normally use the ketchup and the mayonnaise. That's what you said. You don't normally use that.
For our purposes, yes, I always use it for our purposes, but I don't necessarily. You understand? Okay. I use in every trade that I execute, I use exactly what I just showed you guys. I go look, are we crossing over? We passed it long ways already. Okay, I'm not entering that trade. That's simple. Okay, it's crossing over. It looks like it's crossing over. Okay, let me go find the time frame where it's exactly precisely crossing over. Okay, I found the time frame where this line right here. Because if we went forward a little bit, let's go 8 minutes. This line is going to go back down. Watch it. Nope, well, not exactly in that chart. Okay.
Tonight, Jamal, okay, you already used the crossovers.
The crossovers was what? The ketchup and mustard? The ketchup and mustard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I also said to you guys that's secondary. I just wanted you to see yesterday how the crossovers, but that's secondary. I use that as a backup. That's your co-pilot. That's not your main pilot, because as I mentioned to you, you catch up the crossover the mustard, but it can pull back You see, if you saw catch a cross and mustard here and a brick with a wick, you entered right here, you would have to deal with this pullback. And if you had your stop loss set in the bottom here, you would have got stomped out before it carried on. Okay. So that's why it's important to enter like that. Let me see something here though. Let me see what we got here. Okay, now you see right here, not a brick with a wick, but I got 1, 2 bricks. I'll be a little bit late to that party. Okay, let me see GBP USD. Because if you could hold it, you see that the guys like Schinkel, the guys that trade long trades, guess what they're going for? They're going for this deal right here. They're going for this guy up here. This net second set of profit. Okay, right. So if you wanted to, like for fun, you had a small account if you got one, and you could enter right here still. Let me make sure risk to reward is fine. But this is a patience trade, or you gotta be able to forget about it. Might not hit this until next week. But look at this trade though. You could even take this as a trade. You can mark execute with a 0.01. You will hit this eventually or hit your stop loss. See, this is a good trade right there. Right? That's the only one you could enter right there. Because you see it right on that level, right where the cross happened. Okay. If not, you would have had to have entered here and taken profit right here. But instead, if you want to enter here, understand that this trade is a long trade. So I can swing GBP USD, and here's what can happen. It can do this, come up to this level. All right. So if I put this other level in here, remember, you just trading from level to level, man. So it can do from here, okay. You just have to be able to be confident enough in your setup that you had to let the chart do this. It might come all the way down, come all the way up here, and you're like, oh, and come back down here, and come all the way up here. I want to hit take profit. No, you're not. Back down, back down, back down, back down. Retest this line. Do this. Come up here, hit that line, back down, do this. And back down here, do this, and then come up here. Right? You just have to allow the market. And it's so easy. Just don't worry about it. Look at your trade. Oh, I'm in profit. Look at your chart. Oh, looks like I'm going the same direction. Still good. All right, let it do its thing. You got to stop loss in there. Right? You got your stop loss. So you could only lose, but you're predetermined to lose. That's it. Does that make sense? Any other charts? Any other charts? Any other questions? We wrap up in 7 minutes.
Don't have any more questions.
Okay. So that means okay, good. All right. So that means tomorrow, Miss Yolanda, Miss Janice, you guys are gonna show us what you guys have done, because I know you're gonna go do some trading tomorrow, right? Just don't trade too much. Okay. Don't overtrade. Okay. You don't need a lot of trading, guys. You just need a couple good setups. Okay. So I'm gonna trade with you guys. I'm gonna trade one of these accounts just for fun. Account. Not this one. This is my other browser. Like the stuff I be showing you guys, I'm just trying. Miss Janice, let me know if you got that coin, by the way. I sent you $5.
I didn't know how to find it. I thought you were going to do it like how you normally do it, like USDT or whatever, but
I mean, I can send you USDT as well. I sent you Bitcoin though. Okay, so give me 1 second here. France Marseille. Okay. Compound. So let's do this because I want to do this with somebody, right? Who wants to do it? Let me see. I got an account that has $264 in it. So I'm gonna take that account for $264, and I'm gonna trade it one time a day. Because now now I got my crypto down. Like I'm not checking it every 5 minutes. Okay, so I let it do its thing, and I'll go back and it'll go up $3,000 and come back down $1,500, and it'll go up again another $4,000 and come back down to, you know what I mean? And I'll take some of it out. And so that's still a learning process. I've been trading crypto every day since last October without stopping one day. Okay, I got to get better. by this October, I'm gonna be a beast on that ish. Right? Be a beast on it. And meanwhile, we're gonna practice this together because I want to get this as well. Okay. So let's just say this is what I'm gonna set for my parameters. I'm gonna risk 2%, which means I'm gonna look to gain 4 to 6%, which I'm gonna average 5% per day on my trades. I'm gonna do this for, and Cole, you say you want to do 180 days. I'm gonna start with 90 days first. I'm gonna leave 80% of my money in the account and take 20% out. I'm not gonna trade on weekends because Forex indices, you don't get weekends at all. So what we're gonna do going forward is, okay, there's 2. So okay, between now and July 1st, 2 grand out, 9 grand principal. Okay. Oh, that's what we got to do. Let's do it like that, just for fun. I think I'm gonna trade another account behind this. Let me see something. Okay, I know what I want to do with that one. Okay, so perfect. So I'm gonna trade another account, and I'm gonna look for 5% per day, and look to get to these numbers. Right. This is a small account, $260 in it. So if you guys got a similar size account, $200 account, whatever it is, go for it. All right. But I'm gonna trade this every day until I get it. Okay. All right. So questions about anything before we wrap up? Let me see what this is going to do in 180 days. When is 180 days anyways? Calculate. 180 days will bring us to November 24th. Oh, right after your birthday, Yolanda.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're down or what? Let's do this. Let's do this. That'd be a good birthday present for you, right?
Very much so.
Yolanda, here's what I'm gonna make an example of you because I just want one good example of the people that win. I even like the numbers here: 38, 38, 33. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so go get your compound calculator. Go put this in for yourself and print it off. Okay, if you got, I don't know what you got, but you can get if you got a demo count, you can start with your demo count. If you want to do that first, you get comfortable with it. You can practice whatever you want. I'm gonna suggest that we take trades together. And I trade Asian session. You can practice with anyone you want and whenever you want, but Asian session, I'll be on here. We'll find 2 or 3 pairs that we like, and you and I, we're going to trade this all the way down until all the way down until whenever. Okay. Let's trade it down to your birthday. That'll be 178 days.
Okay.
Here you go. It's your birthday right there. So that'd be a nice birthday gift for yourself. Anyone that wanted to trade it with us, more than welcome to do so. Okay, but she's been here every single day, hasn't missed a class, and now you actually got to thank her as well, because that's why I'm giving you guys this particular sauce that I'm using. Okay. Like anyone that's consistent, if you're consistent, I'll make sure that you learn how to trade. Okay. Right. But I'm like anybody else, and eventually I'm gonna be my own educator. I don't need no certification from nobody. It's gonna make 7 figures, and hey, I can show some else how to do it. Okay.
That's like most people are Forex.
What do you say?
Like most people at Forex, they don't have a certification.
You don't need one. You don't need one. When you go in. Yeah, when you go into sim orders or my city, don't ask for certification, I ask for money.
It's true.
Yeah, this time certification D is done. Okay. Certification day is done. Okay, so here's what this requires though. This requires 1 trade a day. Okay, so we go to Asian session, we find 1. Okay.
Okay.
You need 1 trade a day, because what do people do? They trade it all day long, and every time you get into a trade, you stand a chance to win, but you also stand a chance to lose. Okay, so if you make your money, if you make your $2 and your $10 today or $13.20 today, you're done for the day. Go play with Kwame for the rest of the day. You're done. Okay. If you want to go do other stuff, up to you. But there is such a thing as trading too much. Okay, because you go make this, and then you jump into a trade, you know, half understanding a concept or half whatever it is, and you understand, you jump into it, and you pull this back down, and you got to go start again. Okay, and I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you from my own experience, right? I'm telling you from my own experience, the way how I was able to get. Okay, like I said, I'm self-taught on most of this stuff. How I got this went to double in cost and price. I've been holding it for that long. I've been holding it, not trading it every single day, but holding it. Okay, that's a key. If you end up the market every day trading, you know, you think I'm not going to get up that market. I know what I'm doing. I know where that's going to go. Right. So I'm just going to leave it until it hits an area where I think it should be at. Can I make some more by pulling out a little bit and go back in? Yeah. But that's what I got the other account to do, to figure that out. And the other one, I'm not touching. Okay. And the other one, I'm not touching. Okay. So start to learn how to build wealth, and you're not trading with employee mentality. I need to make $50 today. Okay. Trade with wealth mentality. Your goal is to, where is that thing at? Your goal is to compound your money and have, like Yolan, have $100,000 by a birthday, not $50. I can get $50 and trade it. I'm gonna flip my cup. Usa. Pit mode.
Pit mode.
Any questions before we wrap it up for the night, guys?
I just wanted to check the Bitcoin thing for me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop share. Stop our recording. Did you guys get some value from that? Did I hurt anybody's feelings? Am I too rude? I get. Sugar can tell you, I used to love Stephen Linus. I tell it as it is. I try to talk as it is. That's how I am. Never my intention to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. It doesn't do us any good. If I say something that come across funny, ain't to try to put nobody down or nothing like that. I just know how it is. Okay, in terms of my own experience, right? You might have a better experience or a different experience. You know what I mean? And you're entitled to that. So never am I going to tell you, well, my way is the only way, but my way is the only way that I know how to succeed with what we're doing right now. Right. So not that I'm saying like, hey, if you don't want to do it my way, you know, hit the highway. I'm just saying I can't tell you another way because I don't know the other ways. But I realize in trading, if you get one way, one strategy that works well, you just have to repeat that strategy and get really good at it. And I've been doing the same strategy every day since last October. And I will do it every day until I burn the crap out of Rankos, until training doesn't offer Rankos anymore. I'll find somebody else who order. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to change it because it works. Oh, look at this. This is nice. Questions?
I don't have any questions.
Okay, so give me some feedback.
I think I understand it better.
Good.
Right. But as you said, you don't normally have the ketchup and the mustard. So my question about that, I don't need to ask that anymore. So I understand. I have to wait till the Reddit cross the mail. Then check my trend, and then wait for a break of the weight.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That is it. Nothing else. That is it. The retest don't match. You don't get a break with a wick. You don't enter. The other part, the other part is trading from zone to zone with proper risk management. That's it. That's all trading is. Nothing else. If you do anything else, it's going to cost you more money in lessons, right? But in order for companies to keep you for however long and to do this and to that, I mean, we hop on to Asian and everything else because we get to learn some 7-figure mindset. There's going to be something else. Whatever they tell me, I go test it on top of my strategy. I inculcate whatever they tell me onto my strategy. If it works for me, because the fibs work plenty well with this as well. The fibs work just as well for pullbacks and everything else. But get the basics down first, right? The fibs work just as well, but I'll add fibs once I get this one down and I feel like I got this real good. Then I'll add fibs. Okay. Am I going to add the Ichimoku cloud to it? No. I want less indicators.
Jumal, I thought you said look for the when you do the trend, look for the break ready weight. If you don't see the break ready weight, use two breaks and enter.
After, okay. So you get that matchup, then you're looking for a break ready weight either on that one or the one after.
Right.
Okay. So if that one gives you a break with a weight, you can enter. If it doesn't give you a break with a weight, the next break will be a second brick. So you enter on top of that second brick when that brick closes. Okay. That's it. Right. The patterns and stuff. This is all you got to know for the patterns. Right. You start to see the patterns as you go get the patterns and draw them out. Right. So here's the patterns. Okay. There's the patterns. You don't need them right this minute, but here's the patterns. While you're learning the other thing, just draw these out once a day and look back at them before we get in class. Draw them out, we'll look back at them. So draw them out, we'll look back at them, and when we'll be in class, try to see if you can see these patterns on the chart. But you got to draw them out on the piece of paper. Draw them out on a piece of paper, and scratch it out, figure it out, draw it out, piece of paper, draw it out. That's it, draw it out a couple times, piece of paper, right? But don't worry about learning it per se. Just draw them out a couple of times and look back at it. Draw them out a couple of times and look back at it. Okay. Now understand this other part, which is like over here. Let me see. I had one of the trades we had marked up. Gee, they're blowing up the chat box. Okay. Where were we? Goal or something else? Okay. I know one of these things we were looking at before. Euro USD, was it? Remember when I already had it marked out with the little box from before where it could go. Yeah, let me see if I find HNT. I mean, Janice, you're gonna have to tell me later on how to trade those things, but it's all good. How to organize this piece right here.
I could tell you now.
Okay, how do I do it?
Just right click. Just right click. In the section there with the.
Oh, okay.
With
click on add section.
Right. So you give it a name. When you say add section, give it a name.
Okay.
Like indices, if you could put alt right. Something like that. Right.
Oh.
Right.
How do I get it to be brighter though? It looks kind of like dull. Enter it really look dull. Okay.
I don't think they put in a bright. Or what, I don't know.
Add symbol.
And then you can move them up and oh dear, my screen has gone funny. You can move them. You can move it. Why I can't see what you're doing?
Yeah. Okay, let me see.
You can move your pairs up and down by dragging them.
Yeah, that part I know, but the other part I didn't know. Okay, so let's put in here name for X. And then let me come over here and put indices somewhere. Thank you, Miss Janice. Add section. Add text note for SPX. Okay, let me just add oops, nope, not here. Rename indices. I think that's correct. Okay, so crypto, theta, Euro USD, drop that over here.
And then all these pretty colors
here, go
over here into special colors.
Okay. You might be above my head, Miss Janice, with the organizing different colors and stuff. Okay.
Just press down on the pretty color, like the blue. Just press down on it.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to put these in where they need to be at. Okay, so SPX, silver, gold. I want to put this right here about 4x, DXY. Okay, SPX, gold. No, it's silver, gold. Change them around. Gold, silver. Okay, gold, silver. Okay,
And you can
gold,
just click
silver.
in there and highlight it, and then press last or change or up, and it'll organize it.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Oh, my ADD is kicking in. 1 second. You had to tell me right after. If I stop right now, I'll be lost, Miss Janice. Okay, good. So that's a little bit better. Okay, so Zo, Theta, HNT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Link, Zcash. Okay, DXY, Euro USD, Odd USD. Okay, what else were you saying, Miss Janice?
Right. So like if you got special ones, you see like this blue color and this orange and this green color, you can organize, you can put whatever color, but so if you press this blue thing here.
I can't see where you're pointing, but okay, you pointing your laptop?
Yeah, this blue here, look.
Okay, hold on. I can't see where you're moving. Okay, now you got the control now. Click on move and show me.
Hit this blue thing here, look. If you click on this, you can select what colors you want to put there. See? Like take for example, like if you're doing some organizing, like if you put on an alert, if you're doing alerts, then you can say all the ones that are red are the ones that you have the alerts on.
Oh, okay.
Which ones you put the alerts on, so you can put all the alerted ones in one color or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Right.
No, that's helpful. For me, I always just need help with my organization skills with some things, and that's not my strong point.
Right.
So
right, and then like if you want to, like all the cryptos in this section, you want to alphabetize them, you can go last, or you can hit change.
Okay, show me how to do that.
Yeah.
Show me how to do that one.
Like if you want in this section here, you do. I think you hit last, right? Let me see, crypto. Let me see, change. I think I forget now how to do it. I probably forget how to do it. Click to return to customize order. Right, you see it.
Look on the right. It says custom. Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Right.
Oh, nice. So now you doing it by percentage change, huh?
Right. I did this out of that.
Oh, that's cool. See? Thank you, Miss Janice.
You're welcome.
That's what's up. Thank you. Yeah. This all the stuff that you're doing, this why I need to get to 7 figures, but I'm just pounding up the 6 right now and trying to stay focused on that, and then adding these little pieces afterwards. Because at the end, once we all make enough money to take care of what we need to take care of, then then we, you know what I mean? Like, you're not
you know how to do your alerts, right?
I only know how to do alerts by dropping a line on the chart.
No, look, hit here, look. The clock.
Doesn't clear all.
Like, take for example, if I wanted to like alert it at the crossover, you will hit the clock. Let me see. I don't know where it's incoming, but you normally hit the clock and you would do it.
No worries. I need to go check on this little trade right here because I got money in here. I want to go pull some stops and stuff up on this right here. 1 second. Alrighty. Okay, hold on. There you go. But I appreciate it. And then tomorrow, show me a little bit more again tomorrow, if you don't mind.
All right. Cool? Yeah.
Good. Thank you. All right, guys. Wish you guys a good night. I'm Janice. Hang out for a second and make sure that we got the funds went over to your account.
Okay.
Right? And then we'll go from there. So what you sent to me was a BTC address or was it a USDT address?
It was a Bitcoin address.
Hey, good night. Good night. Okay. All right, good night, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. And we'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 7 o'clock. And thanks for your cooperation and plugging in, and yeah. If you guys learn anything else or know anything else, feel free to let me know, like Miss Janice did, so we all can learn together. All right. All right. Good night, guys. Pip mode. Miss Janice, I'm running to use your restroom, and I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. All right.
Good night, Jamal. Good night, everyone.
You went to the gents.
Okay, Miss Janice.
Hi.
Thanks for your patience. Sorry about that. I was just
No problem.
What'd you say?
No problem.
Thanks. We're gonna make some good money together, Miss Janice. Don't worry.
Jamal, I would love that.
You will. Just a little patience and don't overtrade, okay? Right,
I trying. Everybody getting upset with me. My mother, my sister, everybody. I'm trying.
So this is it, right? If you're trading, okay, don't trade no more than 2 sessions then.
Right. I do Great Britain, AUD, and Great Britain, New Zealand. Those are my pairs.
Very good. Good. If you use that same strategy that I show you over and over and over, right? That's a bit more strategy.
Right.
Use that same strategy. Because I got the strategy from 2 7-figure traders. I just took what I got from one that was working and putting that on top of it. And I said, and now, I look at it, use the fibs is the only other thing I can add on to it. And that's it. I mean, the strategy is solid.
Well, look, I did Great Britain AUD, and it's at $26. This is the second time I've used it. I'll profit from it. I will just keep practicing it until I feel sure about it before I do live.
Yeah. Just because the more you practice it, the more you gonna understand. The more you gonna understand. Go ahead and share your screen. Let me see if you got the Bitcoin, so we can think, because I gotta send some coin and do some other things tonight too.
All right. Right. I have it up here. Bitcoin. Where is it? Right. Can you see? Wait, I had to hit. You can see it?
You gotta share your screen.
I have to share. All right, wait. Share screen, right? Bitcoin. All right, here it is. All right. You can see it?
Please don't, but Miss Janice cooking with gas. Boy, look at you, love cheese.
That's something. Oh my God. I wish no that was like, oh my gosh.
Janice, I can tell you something that I ain't saying to everybody. You understand? You know how people is got. I tell you this because for whatever reason you my mother name see it. You understand? So for whatever reason you come into my life. I let you buy it. It's ring me up a wall sometimes, but I let you buy. You make whole.
Everybody like me, but everybody says so because, yeah. But I don't mean nothing bad by anything. Jamal, it's just that.
Wait, understand? You see me? You understand me? Even when they say whatever they said in class, I don't mean that, but I just mean what he said at that time. Like even like what I said, if people ain't showing up for the classes, well, I don't need to teach them. I don't need to, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
All right. So go to click on the word deposit on top. Okay. Click up, go to the left of crypto.
Left. Yeah.
Crypto. Okay. There we go. See if we can find the deposit history. You can see something come in for your history. Let's wait and see what happened there. Yeah. All right. Scroll up your screen. Let me see part of history is for your deposits. Okay, recent. Okay, there you go. Recent deposit. Look. See, that's what I sent to you. Okay, completed. So that's 5,000 Bitcoin.
Okay. So what? So is it better to I want to invest this in something. I don't, but I have to use Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
If you understand what I mean.
So let me do this here then. So go back to the top with deposit. Okay, change that from Bitcoin and drop that to that USDT.
Change this.
You see it go down arrow? There you go. Come down.
USDT Tether? Right.
Okay. Now send me that address. Copy that address and send it to me.
Sugar Jumal could be disappointed, all right. All right. I sent it.
Okay, how you send it to me?
I sent it in Jumal.
WhatsApp or email? What do you mean?
WhatsApp.
All right.
But wait, it should have had ERC20 highlighted too, or no?
Yep. We're gonna do the ERC20 deal there.
Oh.
Is that it? There's other ones, but I didn't really know about them, so I don't mess with them.
Right.
I didn't know about them, so I don't mess with them. Trying to get here. What's that?
You see the cryptos that I have?
Hold on.
I did those by myself.
Very good. That's what's up. All right, let me go ahead and send. I'm trying to see, you know.
I'll call John. That's money by John.
You listen to me, Shakira. I really wish. Listen.
You can get there. You know what? You know what, Miss Janice? No matter how, remember a couple of weeks ago you was like, but I can't use this Binance. I can go and quit this Binance. This Binance ain't working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. You just got there's a learning process. You just gotta go through that process. That whole. You understand? I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, last time when you went through, I wrote down my notes, so then I was able to go and buy my own Cardano myself and my own Dodge or dog or whatever you call it. Yeah. And then I saw how you did the convert the little cents into BNB. So I did that too.
All right, you got what it's called on the way.
Okay. So right. So look at my thing, Jumal. You can see look.
Yeah.
Those are my little things that I have there.
All right, so there's my suggestion to you where you got some BTC there, or you got here you got coming to you now, you got some USDT. Like me personally, I kind of all right, there's this trading crypto is similar to trading Forex or anything else, right? That's why people should start with Forex.
Right.
Because you want to do a similar kind of thing, right? So personally, I don't really know much about Cardano, so I ain't trading Cardano. But I believe from everything I see with Zim, so it got to go to at least $1. You understand?
I get Cardano from Mr. Unemployable.
I know, but he strategy a little bit different. He just do more. He's a more pump and dump kind of guy. So that can be a Dodge can move up real fast, and then Dodge can fall off at some point because nothing in back in Dodge. Understand? So me, yes. Can you make a lot of money in Dodge? Yeah, you could make a lot of money in GameStop too, but I can take my time and keep growing where you go because I understand what you're doing. I ain't understand Dodge. So if you on top of Dodge all the time, treat a Dodge. But what I would do, for example, if I was in your shoes, right? This is just me. You do what makes sense for you. But what I would do, Cardano gonna move. So if you come to a Cardano, keep Cardano, right? But I get out of Cardano because I don't really understand it. It's a newer platform. Yes, all the good things about Cardano, but if anything about this based in Cardano, I left it alone because I ain't really understand it that kind of way. And I was in Cardano for about 2 weeks, and the price was at $1.20, come back down to $1.13 when I remember it was first. So I ain't know nothing about Cardano really. So I can keep Cardano. I can keep Cardano in the background. You understand, for a little bit, because I know Cardano really that kind of way.
Right.
The next thing is
sorry, Jamal.
so the next thing is you should soon get your ICT, because that's move pretty fast, right? Refresh your page and let me see if you get it ready.
On my computer, my laptop real slow.
Okay, you can get there in a few minutes. It's come pretty quick, right?
Okay.
So anyways, what I would do now. So me personally, I won't really buy much more Cardano. Doge, you're calling on Doge, but I ain't buying Doge because I ain't really know nothing about Doge, if you get me, right? So it's taking what you know. So I ain't buying a Dogecoin. No. For Theta is a real good coin that can make you good money. So I would buy Theta. So these are the ones that I just trade personally.
But Theta expensive?
Theta right now is about $7 but almost $8 for a coin. But Theta,
I think last couple of weeks it was like $5, right?
Yeah. Right. So if you go hold Theta, I would get some Theta, because Theta probably get between $15 to $20 for a coin, so you can at least double you got in Theta. The HNT, which is helium, I entered our network, so I follow in helium. So them is the only trade that I really trade in. Once Zill get to a certain point and make some profit with Zill, I can cash out a little bit, and I can look and see what other coins. I can talk to my buddy, look and see what other coins that doing good, and then I would just hold some Zill to get to a certain level. When Zill get to, right now at 10 cents, almost 20 cents, 18 cents, almost 20 cents. And Zill get like 30 cents, I can take off some profit from Zill. Wait for it to come back down to 25 cents, whatever the case is. But I can write Zill.
It gone up so high now. It gone up really high.
But
when I bought it with you, it was 6 cents.
Yeah, you understand what's going on now, Miss Janice?
Yeah.
So you could be there thinking around every day, or you could just leave it alone. You know that at 20 cents right now, it's going to $1. So whatever Zill you got there, you can get 5 times that amount. So if you got 1,900 Zill, if I was you, I'd probably get a little bit more Zill, right? Because Cardano already is $1, right? So if you buy Zill, you're looking at least 5x. People saying $1.80, $1.20, $5, $3. I know, but I comfortable enough that everybody's saying the profit is $2, $1.80, $1.50. I comfortable. I plan for it to get to at least $1, right? At least $1. That's what you're looking at.
$1, how much money that is over got?
If you don't buy no more Zill, you got $1,995. Right, because you got 1,995 Zill, so $1. Like right now, you got $313 in Cardano, because Cardano is about $1. That's some change. Right. But what I would do though is, instead of the Cardano, I would probably, you want to try and build up your Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can probably get to $100,000 maybe this year. We don't know. So you want to try building up some Bitcoin, right? But the best way to do that is the ones like Zill and stuff like that, that can do 5 times the amount. Bitcoin at 50 or 60 grand right now. For Bitcoin to get $300,000, it's harder than for Zill to go to, let me see, three times, let me see, 5 times Bitcoin. So for Bitcoin to go 250,000, it's harder than for Zill to go to $1, if you get where I'm coming from, right? So you want to get ones that's small, but they got something special about them. Zill special because it's the first one to use a technology called sharding for their blockchain that you could build stuff on. So Zill solving a problem. So Zill got a reason to grow. Cardano, I didn't really understand exactly what Cardano using, but I also know that Zil got real cheap fees if you want. Like just now, you could actually say
Cardano is going to be better than Ethereum.
Hmm?
They say Cardano is going to be better than Ethereum.
Yeah, that's what people are saying right now, right? But the thing is like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I was watching a bunch of videos, but not last about Bitcoin and Ethereum. If I was you, I was still trying to keep money in Bitcoin and Ethereum because them is the predecessors on. Maybe Ethereum might go down eventually, but Ethereum probably can get to at least 20 grand before it comes back down. Because people watching Ethereum to see what Ethereum do to decide what the other coins can do. It's like the US dollar. US dollar could come back down in value, but people watching the US dollar to see what the rest of the world can do, if you understand where it's coming from. Mm-hmm. So Bitcoin is the grandfather. So people watching Bitcoin, they're watching Ethereum, right? People ain't necessarily watching Zil as much. Zil got a following, but a smaller following. The biggest followings was with Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the other people can got some a little bit of Cardano, or they can got some, you know what I mean? So if they got 300 million people in cryptocurrency, 100 million in Bitcoin, 50 million in Ethereum, and the other 150 million spread between all the other coins, if you understand. Right? So at the end of the day, the more secure out of them to me can be Bitcoin in the long run. Ethereum probably second. These other ones, the multiplying fast, you can get a lot more earnings with them, but they ain't gonna be as secure long term. Because Zil, for example, Zil got to beat out another 1,000 coins, right? Bitcoin already is the top performing coin, if you get me, right? But Zil got a reason why. Theta, the guy that founded YouTube is the same guy that founded Theta. So he using something similar for Theta for streaming media like YouTube. So of course,
you think I should take some of my Cardano and put it in Bitcoin?
That's up to you, right? Because I ain't want, if Cardano got to $5 like you said, cheese, no, I should have keep my Cardano, right? But I think that at the end of the day, Bitcoin is really where you want to be.
My father told me he can send me some more money too soon. So I think when he sent it to me, I can put all of that in Bitcoin.
Yeah, you want to try and build up your Bitcoin, right? That's what you want to build up your Bitcoin. And build up Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is the granddaddy of the game right now. So
when he send me the money, he may send me money. I don't know if next week or week after.
It probably right. Refresh your page and see. There you go.
Right. Oh yeah. Right. Okay.
Right. So you owe me about $40, but it's okay for right now.
40? Okay.
I just spent, no, 20 US. I just sent $20 to for the fee to send you that USDT, but it's all good. Let me see. I ain't care for $20. It's John. It's buy me a snow cone next time you see me or something.
But when I get my next round and I give it to you, you can take it out.
All right. I'm glad to see that you're on the move though. You're doing good. That's the same. Remember how before you was like, oh my God, I know I can do this thing and this and that. All right. No, you're in the same. I want to say the same position, but similar in that. If you understand where you're coming from, right? Like now you right now where you was a month ago when you first start buying that. So as you keep going, a month from now, you can be clear. As I tell everybody at the beginning of this year, if you stick with this thing for a year, right, consistently, you're gonna learn it.
Yeah, but I was learning this thing for July, and I ain't consistent in my trading.
Yeah, but you also with dealing with different people and everything else. Wow, that's nice. I just made some more money. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let me just check this out.
Look at Jamal. Look at how far you are. I mean, like, she on that. every one of your accounts, you're successful.
To be honest, I take a lot of beating first, and I just won't quit. So God said, you know what, this guy ain't quitting. You understand? So
I mean, like right now, if it was saying, you think I'd be bothered? But okay, I will try to. They say you should follow your mentor, walk in your mentor's footstep. I'm going to try to copy what you say and try to get it work so that I can get things to work.
it'll work. It'll work. There's way I tell you. There's way I said before. I know people might not believe me, whatever the case there, but I kind of like I don't know if you know what an alchemist is, but kind of like a modern day, like I don't want to say old man because we get the wrong idea with that, but kind of like that. So the way that I do things might be a little bit different, but it's a magic that does work. And those who stay around long enough are humble enough to see it, they will succeed. That's what God gave me my gift to do. And for me to make the money. The money that I make is just to inspire other people to make money.
Right, because I was telling you, Alan, today, if we could really do well, I mean, like, you can just walk on the street and spot somebody and just go and tell them, I want to help you, right? Look, I started trading, blah, blah, blah. I went to Epic School. You could come and join up and we can help you. And we would get a big following, but right now it's like just to convince somebody I ain't got nothing, when them tell you this, that, they can't show.
Saying that Peter told me a long time ago, this is look, Ms. Janice, I understand where you're coming from because I've been there, you understand? And I ain't just start this thing last week. I've been doing this thing 14 years now, network marketing and that kind of stuff, you understand? So that's just another part of the growth. 6 months from now, you and I can go a completely different conversation because the thing that keeping you back from the other side is that you making it about you and your growth and your success. But you gotta remember that there might be somebody that the people that according to society standards, I went to real smart school. I supposed to be real smart. But some of the real smart people be some of the dumbest people, and it's be hardest for them to learn. You understand? Because they're so smart, they're over analyzing all kind of things, right?
Yes, true.
So yes, so I might be like, I might be like, oh, that's nice. I might be, smart and this and this and that, but you know what? At the end of the day, somebody else that come on after me, the guy that keep telling me trading over and over again, he was a guy who was to work in a warehouse. You understand? Another guy he's successful trading. He was a rapper and a thing in the street, like a kind of like a little hood boy out doing, selling drugs and stuff, right? He wasn't college educated, fancy education people. You understand? I'm trying to tell you. And so we don't know who it is that can succeed. You understand? I mean, the guy that recruit he in the beginning was working as a maintenance guy. And he maintenance guy and learned how to trade 6 figures. The guy who was in the warehouse and trading 6 figures. So we don't know. But here's
an employee say he was homeless.
You understand? David Schenkel too, right? So we don't know who is going to succeed. The worst thing that we could do is try and decide if other people are going to succeed based on our success. If somebody homeless right now, and they could have started with you a year and a half ago, yeah, you went to IML, yeah, you went to Epic, yeah, but still, this part of your journey, Miss Janice. It's like taking 2 or 3 buses to get the part you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So now, if he's homeless and he's Mr. Unemployed, but a year and a half later, he might be trading better than you.
Mm-hmm.
He might attract 50 or 100 or 1,000 people to your team. He trading better.
He got hotels then. He got hotels and just invest, give people money, and then the people pay him back percentage, and he made back way more than he give them. And it's like,
but Ms. Dennis, we kind of do the same thing here too. There's people that been on these calls and stuff that they didn't have it, and I help them to get their their monthly membership paid or whatever it is. So it's what it's saying to you is this, right? Is that you creating yourself a little bit of I ain't want to call it a trap, but you creating yourself a little bit of a prison when you say, well, all right, when I get to this point and I succeed, and tell other people, because then you're making it about you and your success. And instead of saying, okay, I can let people know that I'm learning something good. I ain't to the level yet, but I'm learning something good. It might be something for you that can help you. Come and learn with me because I'm learning. I could show you what I do up to now, but I can't tell you past what I know, right? But what I can see is that I can see I'm making progress. I start with $250 and right now I got over $1,100 in there. I put another 5 in there. So right now I got double what I had in my account plus, and cause that'd be 750 times 2, it'd be 1,500. You still up. You up 1,646. You get where I'm coming from? So for a part, you could take that same thing and keep letting it go.
I get you.
Right. So for me, is the
I
goal
only invest. I just had this little bit. I invested, and now look how it turned around in 2-3 months.
You understand? Imagine if this was doubled in 2 or 3 months, and you might have to take a $250 audit to pay a bill or a cent with that, but that's okay, right? You understand? But then you can keep growing with your God, right? I was telling people about using. Okay, so instead of taking another 100 over here now to pay your membership, and then you find 3 people that in the world that want to learn how to trade. It's that simple. You know, your account free, so you don't have to take nothing order that. You get that same 130 or 140 using. But ain't about we, because we got a session with 6 and 7 figure traders, right? So why we gotta wait till we learn how to be? Imagine if I didn't tell nobody, I would never meet you. If I didn't tell nobody about this until I became a good trader. I just really start picking it up like around month 8, month 9, and Shakira could tell you the amount of stuff we watch and look at over and over and over and everything else. You understand what I'm trying to say? But around month number 9 is when I really start, like right when I start joining Epic is when I start getting consistent. It's only 10, 11, 12 that things start really picking up good. It just so happened that I was right around the time you guys married. But before that, I was in and out, making some, not making some, making, you know what I mean? So but I just didn't stop.
But I try not to tell people around, certain people around me, because they're so negative about it. And I find like every time somebody tells me something negative about it, it weighs me down, it pulls me down, it makes me get angry. It's like, to me, like they put negative energy on me. So I try not to. My stepfather speaks negatively about it. Then my neighbor spoke negatively about it. So we fell out. It's like everybody speaks negative.
You know what though? But here's the thing. It is your dream, not theirs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You can't expect them to understand your dream, if you get me. You understand what I'm saying? You can't expect for them to understand it. It's not their dream, it's yours.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Did you see the movie where nobody believed in this guy? He had made this equipment and nobody believed in him. Not even his wife. He ended up divorcing her. She ended up leaving him, sorry. And then in the end, he sold that piece of equipment for something. The man was so wealthy. Then she wanted him back.
You understand? You got to, whatever, don't matter if your dream is good or not, is yours. You understand where you're coming from? Wow. So other people, you can't expect everybody else to agree with, not agree with, like, not like. That's, you understand where you're coming from? That's not really their responsibility to do so. It's just yours.
Right.
So don't worry yourself. Little by little, every day, we just keep trudging forward. Every day, trudging forward, trudging forward.
So I will go and Yolanda wanted to practice, so we will go and practice.
Yeah, practice together. That's what's up.
2 is better than 1.
Yeah, once you guys got it down, just practice. Because I mean, you can't just do it when I'm here or available. So I get that. Just practice. Do what you got to do.
Right. So you're going to sign in tomorrow for the thing NILATS.
Oh, you're gonna have to check with me in the morning on that one. You know how I'm in.
Jamal, you never get up. I ain't even bothering to wake you up.
You try if I'm up, we'll do it. But you know what I mean, that stuff only works so good.
All right.
I need to do what's point 4?
Okay, then Jamal, I will go and I'll do my homework.
Okay, thank you. I'll see you in a
Bye,
bit.
Shakira.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks. You too.
1 4. See what that is.